Oh my god, that was demonic. Welcome to yet another chaotic book haul. I don't really do this a lot because I try to be a responsible good girl and not buy too many books. But when I do, you know I have lures, baby. If you're new here, hi, I'm Addie. If you are a regular viewer, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you a lot. So I bought 7 books in November and most of them were unplanned as usual. Let us start with the water damaged one. So for context, around the end of September, our city experienced heavy rainfall and flood, because of which a lot of sailors faced losses. I am blessed to reside in a city which houses the largest second-hand book market in the world. I'm gonna take you guys on a ride with me someday when I visited the next time. So because of this deluge, the booksellers, they faced huge losses. Stacks and stacks of books were ruined. To compensate that, they organized a book fair with these damaged books after drying them, and they sold these books for a lot of discounts, like 50 to 60% discounts. Over 1,000 readers showed up and made this fair a success. That made my reader heart so happy, and obviously I wanted to support such an amazing venture too. But unfortunately, I couldn't go on the first day, which was the main event. But I did go on the second day, which was a little small scale because most of the books were sold on the first day itself. Still, I found one book that belongs to a series that I'm currently collecting, and it's called The Short Second Life of Bree Tanner. I did not know the existence of this book until the very moment I found this on the pile. And since I'm already collecting the Twilight books to read for the first time, I thought, yeah, why not take this one? Yes, I'm going to read Twilight for the first time ever. I'm probably the last person on this galaxy to do that, so I give you permission to bully me lovingly. And since I was already on the market, I thought, why not get another book? So I bought Frankenstein by Mary Shelley, the original 1818 text. Now, a lot of you guys may not know there are 2 editions of Frankenstein. One is the original 1818 text, which Mary Shelley casually wrote in a competition with her husband and some other people. I think Lord Byron was also there, and ended up writing a masterpiece.
Absolute girl boss energy, if you ask me.
This one is more raw, real and unfiltered because this is the original one that Mary Shelley wrote. But the one that is the most popular is the 1831 revised edition, which Mary Shelley later edited and apparently made it a little softer. ChatGPT said that to me, don't quote me on that. I will only know after reading both the editions. So as you know, the Frankenstein movie is currently trending. So I thought that I would read this book first and then watch the movie. Obviously, I know there would be many changes, but I just wanted to, read the original text first and then watch the adaptation. So I'm actually going to read this book pretty soon and then watch the movie and compare the two. So stay tuned for it. Again, a little bit of context for the next book. I am a huge horror movie girly. Like, my kind of fun includes watching horror movies with friends. Most of the time, I'm either laughing at the stupidity or gagging if it is too gross, or pretending to watch the movie but actually staring at the keyboard if I'm feeling too scared. But the most popular signature move that I have is taking my glasses off if I'm too scared, because it's not scary if I cannot even see it. But the problem is I barely read horror books. I thought it's time to change that. So I randomly bought Carrie by Stephen King. It was a split-second decision, you guys. I wasn't even planning on buying any Stephen King books because I have never read Stephen King before. So I just saw my favorite Instagram bookstore posting about this book. I made a split-second decision and immediately bought it. But now I'm a little bit scared seeing the cover. It's kind of creepy though. But obviously I'm gonna read it. I have bought it, so I'll read it. And as usual, I'm gonna film a reading vlog, so stay tuned for it. The next 3 books are again random finds, and by random I don't mean that they are not famous. Obviously they are famous. I just mean I wasn't actively looking for them. They are the one who found me and looked at me like,
Mommy, please adopt us.
so I did. So I went to my local trade fair and found these 3 pre-loved treasures. This one, the spine you see, it's cracked, but other than that, the book is so perfect. I couldn't resist buying this. I literally excavated this book out of the pile. My little cousin says, how do you even find books? Do you have like scanner eyes or something? Like, you have to really dig inside piles to find your match in a pre-love sale. And then I got Agnes Grey by Anne Bronte. I always get confused which Bronte sister wrote which book. This is a lovely book. It's in lovely condition. It's pre-loved, but it's so pristine. The only problem with this book is the small font, but it's still fine. I mean, I only got this book for 100 rupees, which is really a great deal for a classic. I also got The Woodlanders by Thomas Hardy from this sale. I actually saw Victoria's video. I'm going to link her channel down below. Check her out. She was talking about this book and she said she liked this, and I trust her judgment when it comes to books. So the moment I saw this, I was like, I have to get this one. And there's a little funny story with this book. I found this book and then I kept it on the table. I was looking for other books and there was this one girl. Like, I understand. She did not realize that I selected this book. She tried to grab. I literally did this and then gave her a death stare. And she got so startled. I felt so bad afterwards. She was like, is this yours? I was like, And then she was like, oh, sorry. And I felt so bad for giving her the don't touch my Hardy look. So I smiled at her in the end. And then finally, the last book I got in the month of November, I saved the best for the last. The book that I saw in my dream. Yes, you heard it right. I'm not kidding. I actually saw this book in my dream.
It's like the universe literally handed the book to me, so I had to buy it.
In my dream, I saw myself in a pink satin dress. I don't know why, because I don't even like pink. I saw a man, I saw his bed, and I saw this book. He was reading this book. White Nights by Dostoevsky. I butchered that. That's all I'm gonna say. Stay tuned for the reading vlog to know the full dream. Honestly though, I wasn't really thinking much after waking up, but I made the mistake of telling ChatGPT my dream and asking it to psychoanalyze it. I generally do that. It's really fun. But that was a mistake because the kind of things that it said to me, it made my heart ache and my finger twitch. So I just randomly bought this book. Maybe it was meant to be, maybe it was destiny, or maybe I was just itching to buy another book, so my brain planted a random book in my dream and like a fool, I complied. I bought it. Okay, now comes the plot twist. I wasn't planning on putting 3 more books in this book haul. I promised myself no more books until Christmas, but I went to the second-hand bookstore just to look and to talk to the shopkeeper regarding some books. And I ended up buying 3 books. The first book I got, again, has a little bit of an interesting story. My favorite Insta bookstore posted the hardcover edition of this book on their story for sale, and I resisted the urge to buy the book because I didn't want to go over budget, but the book really intrigued me. You know why? Because in the book it said, the police say it was suicide. Anna says it was murder, but they are both wrong. I was like, what do you mean? What do you mean they are both wrong? If it wasn't suicide or murder, what happened to the person? Did they just like disintegrate when Thanos snapped? I guess it was destiny because I found the paperback edition of the book for only 100 rupees. I had to grab it. It's called Let Me Lie by Claire McIntosh. I have no idea what this book is about. I have not seen the reviews of this book. I just bought it on a whim. So I'm going to do a reading vlog again and see how this book actually turns out, whether it would be fascinating or disappointing. The next book, The Complete Fairy Tales of Oscar Wilde. I don't know, can you see this? I mean, I have a thing for Oscar Wilde. I really like his writings. I see Oscar and I go wild. So I had to get this one. Next is another book which I wasn't planning on buying, but my bestie was with me and she literally begged me. She saw this book. She's like,
Addie, please, I'm never going to beg you again to buy a book, but please buy this book because this one made me cry like a toddler.
she said it's really beautiful. So I couldn't say no to my bestie and I bought The Room on the Roof by Ruskin Bond. Now, for those of y'all who don't know, Ruskin Bond is a children's author. His stories are so beautiful, so full of innocence and so full of life. They're also meaningful. Like there's a moral in the story itself. I don't know what the story is about. If my bestie said it's good, I think it's good because she's a huge fan of Ruskin Bond and I have also started reading Ruskin Bond and I'm never disappointed by his stories. So I'm really excited to read this one. If you're interested to see a reading vlog on this book, then let me know in the comments below. I'll do that. That's it for today, baby dolls. Thank you for listening to me yap. Thank you for being a friend to this loner. Hopefully, I'm going to see you guys in my next video. Bye. Love you. Reviews first. That's fine. We'll see. I am my own judge, so. Welcome to yet another chaotic book. Welcome to. So for added to compensate that they organized a book fair, I found one book which I found one book which belongs to that I'm currently collecting. The series that I'm currently collecting. I did not know the existence of this book until I saw it. So as you know, the Frankenstein, again a little bit of context for the next book. But the problem is I barely read horror movie. I mean, I only got this book for. Stay tuned for the reading vlog. Oh my god, why am I burping so much? Maybe it was meant to be, maybe it was my destiny, or maybe I was just itching to buy another book, so my brain planted a random book in my brain. So I saw this hardcover of this book in my favorite. Again, that's it for today, baby dolls. Thank you for listening to me yap.